What is going on?
What's going on, guys?
What's good, everyone? I'm your boy Mast,
And I'm Migs.
and we are Woof Logik. This is Woof's Web.
This is our podcast.
Yes, and if you guys may have not seen it already on social media, but we have a very, very special announcement to make.
Do I say it now?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I said your boys are playing Nocturnal Wonderland.
Hell yeah, man. We're playing Nocturnal Wonderland. We're finally into this whole Insomniac, structure. It's been fucking 9 years at this point. We started with Logic August 2015, and the number one goal has always been to work with Insomniac. Obviously, the big festival is EDC.
Just play them.
And that's what first introduced me to EDM, at least, in 2009. That's when I first discovered EDM. That's when, EDC, Insomniac, everything so it's a very, very special thing to be a part of Insomniac finally. And, and Nocturnal Wonderland is like their longest running festival. And, till this day, that still holds our favorite festival.
Yeah, it's in our top 3.
Yeah, and in 2015, that's when we first went. And, there's just the special legendary venue, Glen Helen Amphitheater. That place is amazing. A lot of people don't like it because of the dirt, because of all like the hills and all that.
I love it. Get me sick all day.
Yeah, the sickness is worth it. And so yeah, man, it's open air over there. They got a ton of stages. They got crazy artists. I mean, if you guys will probably go check out the lineup right now on our Instagram. Yeah, we have the lineup out on there. You're gonna see Yellow Claw back-to-back Flosstradamus, which that within itself, is very special
to us.
Yeah, to us, because we have always looked up to them since we first started our project. We saw them at our first Nocturnal, pretty much back to back. They had French Montana in between, but but those sets were just amazing, man. I wish I could. Those are one of those like I could always wish I could relive.
Yeah,
same set from beginning to end, don't matter.
Times like those, I wish I didn't have a Metro piece of shit phone and I actually had an actual iPhone so I could have better videos and stuff.
Yeah, and if you look at it, because I have videos, but if you look at it, man, it's just like the
quality's terrible.
Yeah, the quality's ass. It's crazy how much like a whole decade changes. But yeah, man. So 2015 Nocturnal Wonderland, that never would we have been able to even imagine playing, at that festival. And so now that we're finally doing it, it's just very special. And I know I hit a lot of our friends close too, because it's just everyone knows this has always been like the goal. This has always been like the direction we wanted to go. Not because it's maybe they are the biggest EDM company out there. I don't know.
In the States for sure.
Yeah, in the States for sure they hold it down. But obviously there's Tomorrowlands, there's Ultras, there's just the Creamfields. There's everything out there. But this is where we grew up on. This is what our people know. So like it's just more special. And so honestly, like. So we got hit up pretty much after the Avalon show with Gesture.
Yeah.
And I want to know, look, if whoever's watching this and you're responsible for this booking, I want you to please DM us or something, because I just want to know like what happened after that night that like caught whoever's attention. You know what I mean? The talent buyer, maybe. I don't know if maybe they got like a tip from someone, but
I mean, maybe they just stuck around for a bit. They heard our set and just like, oh, these guys are throwing down.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is, but for sure, I'm forever grateful. Forever grateful for all the people that, pretty much got us to this position.
Yeah.
We obviously we want to give big shout outs to our day one supporters, family, friends, all the DJs we've met along the way, and all big ups to Yellow Claw. They're the ones that got us to our first label release, Barong family. Then also obviously big ups to Gesture and Ivor over at Group Chat. They got our second label release.
Yeah.
Really, those are the only 2 homes we've had with music. And aside from that, though, big shout out to Horacio or Max. He's been like pretty much our manager since maybe like 2016, 17.
Yeah.
I don't know. He wasn't there since day one of our project, but he might as well be. He may as well have been, because he was there from the beginning of our music production journey, not the whole DJ thing, because we started that a little bit before. But also, shout out to obviously my girl Kitty. She's been there since same thing, pretty much the beginning of our project. My siblings, my parents, like everyone, and then our close friends. We got obviously the Maple Alley boys, the PLP boys. We got Malik. I don't know.
There's a lot of people as well. Like shout out my girl, shout out Jaime. He's actually technically he was there at our
Jaime was there since we started DJing.
Our very first show, even he was like one of 2 people that actually pulled up on us because no one else wanted to come because they all thought this was dumb at first.
The shows you get when you first start DJing, especially in the EDM world, it's kind of like super underground vibes and like just a bunch of weirdos.
You gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, you gotta pay your dues, man. And we started off at house parties. Then we went into like little clubs, like little, not even clubs, like an Elks Lodge. Remember that one?
Yeah.
The Elks Lodge.
Shout out to Elks Lodge, man. That's fun.
Just underground warehouses. I don't know, man. But we played from 0 people to fucking hundreds. And I don't even know. How big was that Gold Rush count, you think? Maybe
at least a couple thousand.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It
like
probably
it's hard to, I've always wondered, it's always hard to guesstimate how many people are at an event because it doesn't look like a lot, and then people tell you the numbers. I'm like, that's how many people that actually was, and it's like it's always hard to actually guess.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from our POV because, I mean, the front row it alone could be like 100 people.
Yeah, but
if you really think about it.
But if you think about 100 people, don't look like 100 people.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, man, so we've done it all at this point, and you know, to finally land this Insomniac booking is it's just crazy, surreal. It's like. Yeah. I still don't believe it till it happens. And you know, finally seeing the flyer, at least it's kind of like stamped it, like it's confirmed 100%. Because who knows, it could have been a troll all this time. But no, I looked at the email.
Yeah.
It's a real email. But nah, man, yeah, it's crazy. It's just, we literally just found it. Well, not just found this out. We literally got the flyer like 30 minutes before shooting this. So that's why.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So that's why you knew. I mean, that's why we had to post this Tuesday because, you know, they were going to post at 9 a.m. today. So as you're watching this, they had just posted it. Go check it out if you want to go look back. But yeah, you know, thank you guys. Thank you to the supporters. We went through a whole roller coaster of emotions from, you know, finally hitting a hard stride in 2019. Then the pandemic hit. No one knew what the fuck was going to happen. No one knew we're going to be DJing anymore or whatever. We still kept it pushing, still kept making music, which I'm happy we did, but we also kind of like took a step back from our social media presence, which hurts a lot of people, honestly. A lot of people either thrived during the pandemic or they just didn't do shit.
Yeah.
And although we didn't do shit online, we did shit with music still, which probably is the reason why we're still here. And, you know, it was a big question, like, what the fuck? Like, you know, we're not where we were before. We didn't want to use the pandemic as an excuse, but now just showing like all our efforts have landed us to this position.
I mean, it really has been. If you think about it, since the pandemic, we've had mostly all the shows that have been booked have been they've actually reached out to us. We've and you know, like I don't think we've ever had to like actually say, hey, we want to play your shows. It's always just been like random emails on our Gmail, like, hey, are you available to play this show? And I'm like, of course we are. And
I mean, it's always funny when people say that. Are you free this day? We're like, fuck yeah. And if we aren't, we're gonna make it free.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, like, I never expected the book Nocturnal 101. I mean, at least not in the way I just in general. I don't know. Maybe I just like it's like a weird sense of like imposter syndrome where like that's the goal, but I just never envisioned it seeing it happen at least anytime soon.
Yeah.
But like the way, like if you just look back on just how we've been growing like the last couple of years, I'm like it was kind of meant to happen at some point.
Yeah. So it's a big I don't know. Okay. So let me explain. So I feel like there's this whole thing where artists need to be posting every fucking day. They need to release once a month. And we did that at one point. We were doing that when we first started Woof Logik. We were doing that for a good like 2-3 years. And then you just get like burnt out, you know, and
heavily burnt out.
It's so hard especially when you don't have the financial stability to keep up with high quality photo shoots, all the like just creating artwork like crazy or getting it done, visual art, animations.
Yeah.
Just like there's so much money that goes into releasing a song. And people don't really see that, and it's hard to understand that because you just think like, oh, it's just make it and then post it. No, if you want it to be like, if you want to take full advantage of each release, you know, a lot of money has to go into it. Unless you know how to do everything, of course, which is very rare. But
and shout out to Crank Dog because that fool knows how to do everything.
Yeah,
shout out
man.
to him, man.
I'm
so jealous of that fool, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of gifted people out there, but there's people like us who also have to work a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
and you know maybe we didn't really invest a lot of our time, our free time to learn all these things with all these years. So that's on us. But at the same time, it's just hard to.
And then
It's hard for anyone to do all that,
Yeah.
So our jobs take up a big chunk of our day, and so that's why,
we've made it work throughout the years, though.
Yeah. So I mean, nonetheless, everyone goes through it. Everyone's earned their way into the scene. That's what we've done pretty much. It's hard. It's hard. I know sometimes I look at it myself. I'm like, man, we're not really releasing consistently, but at the same time, it's not always about posting a song every month, because that can get very stale too. It can kind of get like, I don't know, it just loses its value almost. Like the viewer or the listeners, like if they see it every month, they're used to it at this point. And so sometimes you just got to make them wait a bit. And that's a struggle too, especially when you're up and coming. You always got to be in their face.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard. It's hard to release consistent like that. It's hard to post, just pictures like that. It's hard to just create video content nowadays, and that's what comes with it though. But we've been able to do it. I landed us here, and I'm forever grateful again. Just know this is just the first one. Thankfully we've been doing the clubs, and hopefully this is gonna lead to more shit, and I'm sure it will. So yeah, man. So it feels good. It feels good. So have you told your mom or anything like that?
I haven't told her shit.
Why?
Because it's like kind of how you pointed out. Like it kind of feels like surreal.
Yeah.
Like I mean, whenever I like, my mom's like a big supporter of mine, but I've always been like really like selective about how I tell her, like when we play shows. I just give her like a general sense, like, oh, we're gonna play here, we're gonna play there, but I never give her like full in depth like details about what's going on. Just because sometimes I feel like, is this enough to show her like, hey, like all this time you think I might be doing something, I'm actually just working here. And I for sure with this one I'll actually announce it, but I think I was just holding back on telling her much about it, just because like you said earlier, it still does kind of feel real that we're playing like Nocturnal. Like none of this still feels real to me, at least. But now that we just saw the flyer this right now, and we see her name there, and it's just crazy. Like, and I think pretty sure after this, when I go home later, I'll show her like, hey, mom, look, your boy ain't been out here bullshitting out here. Like, I'm out here. This is what we've been doing for like the last 9 years. Like,
yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, I mean, we've done Gold Rush before. We've done that one Bloom event.
We don't count that one.
Yeah, we don't count that shit because it was kind of like, I don't know, the way that shit happened, it was just weird. But anyway, it was still a cool experience. Yeah, man, just finally just being in the Insomniac atmosphere is cool.
Yeah.
We started off with Exchange, and then we played Avalon through them. The last Insomniac club, pretty much. Well, no, there's Nova in San Diego, but the one in LA is Academy. So hopefully we get that one off our checklist.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, shit, I'm ready for EDC now.
come out and support us, man. I mean, if you've ever really like fuck with us heavy, like, and we've told you this with all the other events, but this one will mean a lot if you're there. But and then I understand if you can't, it's a whole ass festival. So if you really can't, we understand. But just congratulate us, man.
No, but at the same time though, this is the IE, this is San Bernardino, and that's another thing that makes this shit special, man. Is that we are just like some dudes from Fontana. I don't know if you claim San Bernardino like that, but
they don't claim me. I mean, I claim all IE, man. I've been all over the place.
This fool lives in Fontana at a certain point.
Yeah, I live in Fontana, I live in Rialto, I live in San Bernardino right now. But I mean, I still claim Fontana. It's just nicer. But I love you, Dirty Dino. Y'all are my stomping grounds. Yeah, man. So yeah, if you guys weren't familiar with Nocturnal, where it's at the Glen Helen Amphitheater, and that's San Bernardino County. So yeah, I mean, if you go through the lineup, you're never really gonna see someone literally like down the street, and that's what we are. We're like finally the representatives of Fontana. I know we have Ravel. He played under Cascade's wing for a while. I'm sure they're still in close contact. But I don't know who else is from Shade. I think he's from Rancho Cucamonga. But yeah, those are like the two main dudes that I'm familiar with that are actually from the IE that are representing and playing over there. Yeah, and I mean, I think it's fun, because like now we've always trying to make a point to represent just where we're from specifically, because back in the day, people they'll always just just say, oh, just we're from LA, just one, because it's easier just to say that because everyone always knows where LA is from. But also there's like a weird stigma if you're not from LA and you're doing this. And like I don't know, I've always personally like whenever we make it big, like I'm like, nah, we're from Fontana. Like we want to make put on the map. There's this weird stigma if you're from the IE that, you know, you're almost kind of like don't even want to claim it and stuff. And I personally want to clear that stigma. I know a lot of our homies that are doing like this creator business has that same vision as well. And hopefully like this Nocturnal booking is like a stepping stone to make sure like other people from the IE like, hey man, like, you know, if you just work hard, like we have, like everyone does, like that's been out here that's doing stuff, like it can happen to anybody, man. You just have to really work hard at it.
I know it's super cliche that people say like, oh, just never give up, never stop.
But they're cliches for a reason because they're true. Like it just people always say constantly, so it just feels like it's like whatever. But
it's so easy to say that and it feels like lazy, but it's literally true, man. If you just so I guess what they're leaving out is always like evolutionize, like kind of just always grow and change the quality in it, but just still keep going. And that's kind of what I've learned, because same thing, man. When people say that, I'm just like, yeah. Like, oh yeah, okay, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I can tell myself that, but it's true. It's just literally just never give up. And by the way, we're nowhere near where we need to be. Like we need this to be our only source. Well, not our only source, because I would love to have many ventures, but we need this to like be our job. We need this to pay everything, pay our bills, and then some, so that we can take care of our people and then create our own foundations to take care of other people. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So we still have a long ways to go. This is like nowhere near the end. Like it's always think bigger, think better. And, you know, this is just a stepping stone into it. And yeah, man. So, but as I was saying, we're showing that it's possible pretty much. You know, we're from Montana. It's not like we're from LA. It's not like we're from, you know, we're not coming from anyone that's built into the industry. We literally did this pretty much ourselves with obviously our supporting cast and our teams. But yeah, man, just always want bigger and always look bigger and meet more people than what you're familiar with, because that's what's gonna help you. You're never gonna grow if you're just in your little circle. It takes a lot to get out of that mindset, because I understand that, and I felt that at times where it's like I don't want to go do all this and that, but it's much needed, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you know, there is so we have a friend, Good Trouble. Shout out Good Trouble. You know, she's even given a heads up to people in the scene about us. So it's not like we would for sure have missed out on some opportunities if it weren't for her. So, you know, always, you know, go build genuine friendships with people. No, it doesn't matter the size, big or small. Like, you never know what they're going to be in 10 years, 20 years, and you're going to always have that regret of
I mean, and it's funny because, like, it just seemed like a hassle to, like, meet new people. But the people we have meet, they're, like, really fucking cool. Like, I really consider, like, a lot of these guys, like, really good friends now. And, like, they have a lot of shared same visions and stuff. And it's just, like, sometimes I'm, like, thinking, fuck, why don't we just went out here and just meet these people sooner? We could have just hung out even more and stuff. Like, I got just to know them more. And now we do, like, we have, like, a cool bunch of DJ friends that we actually do consider, like, man, these guys are homies. I can, like, actually show them, like, hey, this is our music, and vice versa. And sometimes, like, we just want to, like, just regular ass hang out. And I think it's cool to do that because you build genuine connections with these people.
I hope everyone else gets the same opportunities we do and more. You know, like, let's just keep it going, keep it growing, and, you know, I don't know, man. I'm just fucking happy. I'm excited. I'm almost at loss for words. You know, I'm like sweating. I'm like fucking. I was shaking. My hands were shaking trying to type out shit. Yeah, I'm just really, really excited, man. So September 14th, September 15th, Nocturnal. Go buy your tickets. We'll be sure to include the ticket link in the description. I mean, just even hit us up if you're lost and you need just a quick and easy directory. I'll for sure send you the link.
Again, just shout out to our peoples, man. They've been with us for all the step away, man. I love all you guys, man.
Yep. Yeah, without you guys, it's not possible. And that's just a straight fact, you know. Yeah. It's easy to lose motivation without, you know, people always backing you.
Yeah, because I for sure have needed people in my ear telling me, like, because I'm very pessimistic about stuff, and a lot of our loved ones always just tell me, like, man, you that guy, you him, and I'm like, sometimes I don't believe it, but sometimes I just need to hear that, because, like, a lot of times, like, I personally don't think so sometimes, but they tell me otherwise, and these opportunities and these blessings are proof enough of that.
Yeah, and especially shout out to those of you that have traveled to watch us. You know, that for sure, that right there means a lot. You know, it just shows that you're willing to go the distance. You know, put money out of your own pocket to actually go watch your friends, because that's a big thing. You know, everyone always calls out their homies on supporting, you know, people that don't even know who they are.
Nah, but we've been blessed with having homies that been like, they're down for it. Sometimes they'll bitch at us later, like, hey, or they'll roast us if the show is whack, but they're still out there supporting us.
Yeah, it's all love, you know, and they'll do it again, honestly. So
again and again.
So those are the ones that are always going to be first on our list to take care of and make sure they're good, make sure, you know, everything, you know, whenever the time comes that we can do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, for the meantime, you know, we just help them out in any way that we have control of. But yeah, man, love you guys for everything, and you know, let's keep going. But yeah, let's go ahead and shift over to just regular shit, man. We just had Kitty's birthday party. Maybe you guys have seen our socials we posted. We got our little swaggy outfits on.
I'm gonna lie. When I posted that picture I posted yesterday, I was like, damn, I was on a good. I had to fit. I was like, damn, do I need to bring back the shants? Like, I look good in them. But I'm like, nah, that's too expensive. You couldn't jeans like that.
Yeah, man. My mom used to yell at me all the time. She'll buy me brand new flannels, and right away we get home, snip that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would always chew my ass out. But yeah, yesterday. I mean, was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago.
2 days on Saturday.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. I got fucking drunk already by like 6:30. I was fucking just DJing, and like I was feeling warm and fuzzy, man. I hadn't ate all day, and I had to wait for my mom to finish up the hot dogs for everyone. Yeah. And by that time, I was already like 4 margaritas deep with like 2 shots. So, man, I was feeling it. I think by like 11, that's when shit started getting a little blurry for me.
But man, you know what's funny? Like, I didn't even drink a whole lot because I was just as soon as I got there, I somehow ended up just DJing, and I kept having to come back DJ. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, if you ever see us like have play shows, I'm not really the DJ guy. It's Mike. But I was up there like, cause I was just remembering what Mike would tell me to do. Like, damn, I'm kind of him right now. But there are obviously some times I was fucking up clearly, but other times like, damn, I just made a good ass transition. But I was up there for like a couple hours back and forth because no one else wanted to DJ. I was like, what's going on here?
I would have DJ'd, bro, but literally I never saw. I don't know. I was, like I said, I was already like drunk, and I was like all over the place.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I mean, I saw you getting down, and I was like, all right. So I just like let it be, you know. I was just letting it happen.
It was fun though. It was fun. I like it was cool because I was like, everyone was vibing. Like, you know, we're playing old EDM stuff. Like,
yeah, like the whole Malaysian style. We're playing like the whole Dirty Dutch. Yeah, man. Did Malik ever DJ?
You know what? If he did, I was already gone because I had to leave. I had to leave a little early.
Oh yeah, well. I know Kitty DJ'd a bit.
She did.
I don't think I ever stepped in after the first hour and a half I was DJing. I think I was out of there.
Oh, you know what? Malik was trying to, for whatever reason, his computer wasn't connecting to the mixer, and then he was trying to connect the flash drive into your computer, and it was just, I think eventually he got too good at getting the DJ, but it took a minute for him to actually get his songs.
Johnny DJ'd a bit too, no?
Did he?
I think so. I think I saw Johnny. I don't know if he was actually DJing or just standing behind the table, but he was for sure back there.
I mean, isn't he always doing
that? Yeah, and then we had 2 jumpers. We had a Halloween themed one, and then we had like, it's called Gladiator, but it's just like the 2 little pedestals with like those long little sticks or tubes that you're just smacking each other with.
Yeah.
And me and your cousin Alex went on that shit, dude, and that fool like got me ringing. He hit like the side of my head. It was the first shot too.
Damn.
I didn't know we were going for headshots, especially when we were wearing headgear. And this motherfucker, hit me.
Was there headgear?
Yeah, there's headgear.
Oh man, we should have, because like I remember when we got on, and
me and you.
Yeah, we did, and I went down because like my glasses fell, and once my glasses come off my face, I'm a done rap. I'm taking all L's, bro. Like I can't see for shit.
Wait, when did we go on? I don't even remember.
I think it was after you had done Dreams or Jonathan. It was somewhere in the middle, and then you're like, I'm calling on Migs. I'm like, all right, let's go. And then I actually like rolled in, and then I kind of hit your mom by accident because apparently I rolled in and somehow bumped into her. I don't know. It was a whole blur.
My mom was just getting smacked by everyone.
Shout out to the homegirl Amy, man. She was like shots. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, she was drunk too quick though. Nah, but I don't remember going at it with anyone.
Damn, that's crazy. You must have been lit.
Yeah, I think like I said, like after like 11, like I don't remember shit, and then finally I started remembering shit little by little. But it was already like pretty much over by that time.
Yeah.
But I was gone.
Do you remember what time you got what everyone really called it then?
Well, I know when I came back to life, it was me, Kitty, Malik, Celeste, and Celeste's 2 friends. We were sitting on the trampoline till like 7 a.m. Well, the 6 a.m. probably, and like the sun was already up a little bit.
Damn.
So we stayed up till that time. But when the majority of people left, I'm not too sure. I would assume like 2 a.m., 2:30, because that's just the normal time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was fun. Shout out my mom for the hot dogs, and
they're really good. I think that was the only thing I ate because Andrea, she's like, "Do you want me to make you a hot dog?" Because I was literally DJing for a cool ass minute. She's like, "Are you hungry?" I was like, "You want me to make you a hot dog?" I was like, "Yes, please." And she made me one. I'm like, "Man, your mom knows how to make good weenies."
Yeah, crazy. And then Kitty's mom, shout out Lulu. She made the tinga.
I had a little bit of that too. That shit was pretty good.
Yeah, and then of course we had the Tosti Locos on deck.
I don't think I saw anyone make that.
For real?
I didn't personally see that, but I'd be also like all the stuff was there. So if you wanted to make it, you could.
Well, we have like 8 bags left, so we probably had it was like a big box. So whether they made it or not, or they just ate the chips plain,
or they ate it with the thing.
Yeah, and then shout out Gabby. She was bartending.
Hey, shout out Gabby, man.
Yeah.
Hey, how dare you, man? You giving me like when we were taking shots, we were taking the shots of like the Costco tequila, and I'm like, I brought the Gran Malo. You couldn't do that one? She's like, oh, you brought that? I was like, yeah. I was like, you want one now? I was like, all right, fuck it, give me one of my shots.
Yeah, I don't think I got to drink any of that.
It was fine. I was like, because I brought it for everybody anyway. So, but it was gone quickly. I was like, damn, I should have brought another bottle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I got to try it. I didn't even know it was there until I seen the empty ass bottle later.
Hey man, shout out Gran Malo. They're stateside now.
Yeah, facts. Go try Gran Malo. They have it where? Total Wine.
Total Wine.
Total Wine. Go try it out.
And if it says on the website that it's sold out, check anyways, because that's what I did. I went to the Rancho one, said sold out, and they had a whole 2 boxes right there just chilling.
Yeah, it's Tamarindo tequila.
Fire.
You don't even need no mixer, no nothing.
None. You can drink it warm, hot, cold. It tastes just as good, all of them.
I don't know about hot, but
well, I mean it's bearable hot.
Yeah, it's one of the more bearable hot drinks, I guess you could say.
And shout out to everyone who did pull up. Also, like shout out homie Rex. I didn't think he was actually gonna pull up, even though I sent him a picture of my fit, like, you coming, baby? No response. And I call him, nothing. And I'm like, damn, this was really ignoring me. And then later, like an hour, like maybe like half hour later, he's like, I'm pulling up. I'm like, let's go.
Fucking asshole. Yeah, he told me he was gonna come like at 10.
Yeah.
So he came like an hour after, I think.
And he came fitted up too. I'm like, all right, him and his wife Isis, man.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to everybody that came to the party with the fit.
Yeah, facts. Fuck you, Gazelle. You didn't come with no fucking fit.
I mean, really think about it. He was wearing that shit back then.
Yeah, that's true. And then shout out Ide. She didn't come with no fit either.
I mean, she wasn't part of the scene, so
I don't matter.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
No, but yeah, it was really fun. We'll be sure to post some stuff. Oh, we actually recorded for the vlog on Maple Alley.
We got a whole Maple Alley thing, and then Kitty, she was like just recording like the whole thing in the.
I seen that, bro. I didn't even know a phone could record for over an hour.
I'm sure at a certain point, like, it just stopped.
Yeah, I think the latest I saw was like an hour 26. That she was on the timestamp.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep an eye out for those. I know we're gonna post one on Maple Alley. I don't know what she's gonna do, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna do something with all that. Yeah, is there anything else to talk about on that party? Fuck.
I mean, no. I mean, it seemed like everybody had fun.
Yeah. Who's next? Jonathan and Johnny. Their birthdays are up next. Yeah. June 21st, June 24th. And they don't really have no plans. They don't be making no plans. Well, Johnny actually, I think he's gonna have a birthday party. He said.
Okay.
So that's gonna be over at the street over next door.
Ooh.
And that they're gonna be what, 28? Johnny's gonna be 29. Huh? Johnny's 29. Damn, we're about to have a 30-year-old in the group. That's just crazy.
I know. Old ass.
We're getting old, man. I don't even know. See, so I know I was also drunk, but we're all shuffling, and I fucking ate shit like 3 times at least. And I think I only saved myself on one of them. The other ones, fuck no, there's no saving. That shit was stumbling. And did you shuffle?
I did. You recorded me, but I was shuffling terribly. And then, fuck really. I saw him and Andrea laughing like, "What's so funny?" And he's like, "It's because I was saying fee, fi, fo, fo." I'm like, "You fucking bitch, fuck you." That shit was funny. He got me good on that one. He got me good. I'm like the asshole.
Yeah, nah, bro. That shit was fun, man. I really wish at least we got videos.
We have videos. It's just a matter of us remembering. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't even drink like a whole lot either. Well, not as much as I preferred to, just because I really was DJing for like a cool ass minute, And so I literally just had to tell someone, oh, can you go get me a beer? Give me this. And sometimes I forget to finish it. Like literally my cousin Alex, like, hey, you still have that Michelob right there. I'm like, oh my God. And I was just drinking. So I wasn't even drunk, but there were times I literally just can't remember, like, damn, we did that. Like I remember like I shotgunned with Sammy, like a beer, and I'm like, I don't even remember doing that. And I hate shotgunning with her, and she knows why. I've told her why. Because she can't ever shotgun a beer properly or finish one. But she actually did this time. She actually beat me. I'm like, all right, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man. What was I gonna say? Dude, cleaning up the party. So I cleaned up the whole fucking party by myself.
I knew you would have.
Yeah, I fucking whatever. It's her birthday. I'll let it slide. But yeah, cleaning up, man. There's so many water bottles, so many fucking. Literally, there's like at least 5 beers that were just one sip, full, like taking off.
Yeah.
And
do you still have beers here? Like, or did you?
Yeah, we still have some in there. We have like some Twisted Teas. I think we have like 2 Coors Lights left. Oh, we have like Pacificos, like 6 or 8 Pacificos. Damn. Yeah, shout out to all y'all that brought the drinks. Who brought the beatbox box?
Oh, I don't know. I saw that though. We brought the Gran Malo and we brought the Modelo Agua Frescas.
Oh, I've seen those. I actually tried one before. It's actually good. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've only had the piña one, and I think there was one that Pauline was like, "Ew, this is nasty." I was like, "I only had the piña one. I can't vouch on the other 3 flavors."
Yeah, see, same actually. I only have one flavor too, but I don't know. It's just weird coming with those flavors because like it's Modelo, so it's just like you don't really know what type of like taste to expect, because typically you have like Bud Light but they're seltzers though. This isn't a seltzer, huh?
No, it's like a hard agua fresca, so there's like a slight like harshness to the throat, but nothing crazy.
Or like kind of like the Jarritos then?
Yeah, like exactly like a Jarritos one, but less sweeter.
That's crazy though. Like some companies start a trend and then like everyone else just copies the recipe.
I know.
Like it's crazy how like quick that shit goes though, because they've probably been planning this for like a year and when it hits the stores, it's like, but everyone gets onto it like quick. Yeah. So it's kind of like hard to think that one company releases a flavor and then a month later, like the next company does it because they got to package it and all that shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's about who does it better, not who does it first.
True. Who was the first one to come out with the seltzers? You know,
White Claw. I think it was White Claw. They were the first.
Think so?
I think they're the first ones to do seltzers, and then I think Bud Light hopped on the trend, and then shortly after, everyone else was trying to do seltzers. But I knew. I think White Claw was the first one that did the hard seltzers.
Mm. Yeah, because I mean, you would think that.
Or you know what? There probably were other hard seltzers out there, but I think they were probably the first one that got popularized.
Made it a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the case. As far as like first seltzer, who knows, bro? Because probably we don't even know it, but some company made a seltzer like fucking 20 years ago, and it just never caught no traction. It's just always been sitting in the shelves. Because think about how many drinks when you walk into the the alcohol aisle, it's just like I will never touch that. I'll never touch that. Like there's a lot of those out there.
Like the Angry Orchard holiday season pack.
Oh, that's just gross. One time. Nasty, man. Fuck that guy for that. Yeah, if you guys ever see the holiday pack of the Angry Orchard, stay away.
Yeah.
Stay away. There's probably one drinkable flavor in that shit, and it's still not even that good.
Yeah, no, they're not great.
Yeah. I actually Justin brought those Absolutes.
I had one. That was I had the orange mule one. That one was tasty.
Yeah, I had one too. That shit was pretty good. How much percent is that? Like 8?
8. And then Gabby was making the drinks pretty good.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, she got me fucked up. She got me fucked up.
She got down.
But
it was fun. It was really fun. I can't wait for the next birthday. I'm just kidding. I am. Like it's gonna be our boy's birthday. Whatever they want to do, like I'm always down. whether it be golfing, I guess. I know Johnny's been wanting to bitch about it.
Johnny's crazy.
I know.
I've been watching a lot of golf content actually with Nelk.
Yeah.
Well, it's just their content, but so they go like golfing on their YouTube channel and they play like one-on-ones pretty much. And it's funny though, because within their circle, those are the ones that I like to watch better than when they go play against random people.
Yeah.
I like when they play against each other because they're always like shit talking and just like it's just a lot funnier. So I don't know, but every time they post a video of golfing, like I watch that shit from beginning to end. It's like a full hour. And it's actually like entertaining, But it's crazy, man, because you got to be really decent to like be able to hit that shit on like the first try. Because the amount of times at Topgolf I swing and I fucking miss, and those fucking like those little holes, like they're fucking far, man.
They are.
So you gotta like. It's really rare to get a hole in one. So I'd say you got to hit it at least 3 to 4 times per hole. Like you got to hit the first one like far distance. and then you gotta like pretty much set up the next hit on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So you're setting up for the third one, and the third one's usually gonna be one of those little putts, like the little, what are they called? The little I don't know. Yeah, it is a putt.
Yeah, it is putt.
Yeah, so it'll be like a little shorter distance, and then pretty much if you go past the third hit, like that's on you because you just have bad aim pretty much. But yeah, what you got going on? What's up?
Well, yesterday, Sunday, was my nephew's high school graduation. Shout out David, Luis David. He's probably like my oldest nephew that I don't, how do I put this? Like, he's my brother's son and like my oldest son, and like that's like the brother I'm like the closest to. Like, so these are the guys I actually grew up with. I actually like, I have a shit ton of nieces and nephews, but these are the ones I see the most. These are the ones I feel like I'm actually an uncle towards them. And and out of the three, he's the one that I have the closest relationship with. Like me and him have a lot of similar interests in rock music. I think, and now he graduated with honors, which is crazy because that's more than I ever did. That's crazy because right now it's Tuesday, but next Tuesday he's already like going for training because he's enlisting into the Marines, and he's already gonna leave for Tuesday to the San Diego for 3 months, and then from there he's gonna get shipped out for another 6 months of training in North Carolina.
Wait, so is the military something he like actually really wants to do? Or
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Like, cause I mean, I personally, I don't ever want to see any of my family go in the military just because, like, I know
the what
ifs and stuff. But this is something like he's been really wanting to do for a really long time, and I have no choice but to support him. This is something he wants to do, and I don't want to be the guy like, no, don't do it. And this is something he wants to do, so I'm fully supportive. And he really wants to do this, and I'm really happy for him.
How long has he been wanting to do it? Do you know?
Man, I honestly I can't remember since like maybe the start of like high school and stuff. Like,
damn, for real, those.
Because he was in I think he was in ROTC, and like he caught a bug, and like for years he's like I'm being the Marines, and trust me, my brother and my sister-in-law have been like in the very beginning like, no, I like just just trying to give him the spiel, like don't do that, but it's just like he's something he truly wants to do, and we're all at the point where like, okay, this is him. He's gonna be a Marine officer, and we're gonna support him, and I'm actually excited to now have someone in the military in my family.
Yeah, man. So that I feel like the best thing about that is that they do get like taken care of at least when it comes to like the financial stuff and all that, or at least that's what they sold us. But I've also heard it from some people that experienced it, like they pay for your school, they pay for all this shit, like, and it's kind of like a job almost, like where they pay you, and it's good jobs, it's a lot of good stuff to learn out there. But for him to already have that decision, and when you enter high school, man, you gotta be a little crazy in the head for that too, though, because there are some people that go into high school like with that mindset, like they just want to be like fucking into the action. Does he want to be in the actual wars, or does he just?
I've never really asked him too many details about that. I just know it's something he's always been wanting to do. He's done all the like the high school stuff, like the Marine balls and the ROTC balls, and like he does training and stuff. And
is he one of those that go to school with like the boots? Or?
Yes, but not because of that. He's actually like he's like a rocker kid.
Yeah.
So he dresses like the boots, but like with like the rocker outfit,
like the heavy ass fucking fits.
He's like a skinny dude, so he looks more like the dudes from like the Lost Boys. You remember that movie?
Lost Boys.
Or like the greaser stuff.
Yeah, the greaser. They wear plain white shirts folded right here.
Yeah. He has a greaser look, and it suits him well. He looks really good in that stuff. He's always wearing boots and stuff, or like Converse and stuff.
Yeah. See, I used to know a couple of people like that in high school too. They wear like some camouflage pants with like the white shirt.
Yeah.
And then like the little boots or whatever. And like, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm familiar with that style, I guess. But yeah, man, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Hopefully, is he planning, or you probably don't ask him a lot about it, but I was going to say, cause some people, they do like their term or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they just come back home and that's it. Cause they pretty much get set.
I know there's two of them. There's active and there's reserves. I think you're allowed to choose between each one. And then, I don't know, because I forget, because my friend Randy's in it. I can't remember if you automatically get put in active for a bit, and then you get to choose between staying active or in reserve, or you get to choose outright between reserve and active.
Nice.
And if you're in reserve, then you can like you still have to report in, and sometimes like just to do some military jobs. But as far as the extent that goes, you can just do regular ass jobs and stuff. That's what my friend Randy does. or you do active military service, and I think that's a commitment for like 3+ years of being just in the service, whether that they actually have you shipped out or just have you stationed somewhere. Because there's a bunch of forts all over the U.S. where they can just have you stationed.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I never realized how many like bases there were like in every state too.
Yeah,
it's not even just because obviously there's like a lot in California, but every time I've traveled somewhere to a different state, like I see like they have their own base. Like in South Carolina, for example, they have one too, and then obviously in Hawaii they have one. That's actually the ghetto area in Hawaii, the one with the military base.
Pearl Harbor one.
Yeah, apparently like a lot of people like they don't fuck with the military over there because the military people are rude. So
yeah,
yeah, man. So it's crazy, but well, hopefully everything goes smooth for him and shit. Because I know some people they go like with full confidence and then they regret it like pretty much right away.
And it's funny. I've been seeing documentaries like that too, where like they'll do like certain things and they'll tell them like straight out right now, like, hey, pussy out now. You won't be disarmed, discharged. You'll be okay. Just say now. We'll take you back home and there's that. But once you get past this point, like there's no quitting. I don't care if you want to quit. They're like it's like almost like a choice. You don't have to. And if you do,
you think that's true though, or is it just like a bait?
It's for certain things, but like there is a point where like they do give you the option, like, hey, up until this point, okay, now up until this point you're committed, but if you still want to, we're gonna have to dishonorably discharge you, and that's like one of the worst. That's like worse than being a felon.
But how? Like they take you to jail?
No, but it's like a work like. They're like if you have like say if a job sees like a dishonorably discharged person and a felon, they'll get the felon. That's how bad of a stain it is on someone's resume.
Damn.
And
even just to work at a warehouse?
I mean, well, warehouses they'll take anybody. They'll take anybody.
Yeah, damn, that sucks though. It's kind of like that stamp.
Yeah, that's why it's really hard. It's really bad. That's why they'll tell them like up in hands, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And they does get removed after a while, but I've heard from other accounts, like just being dishonorably discharged, that's like one of the worst things that can happen to you.
Damn. Yeah, it couldn't be me, man. I ain't built for that shit.
Me either. I mean, that's why I came to a shock when he wanted to in the beginning, but this is something he's been wanting to do for a while, and I fully support it, and I'm proud of him for actually committing and wanting to do something, because I know a lot of people, they're lost, a little lost around it. They just kind of don't know what to do, but this is something he's like, I'm doing this. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, because of course, there are people that actually have genuine interest in all that shit.
Yeah.
Compared to others, they just don't know what to do with their life, so they just go that route.
I mean, he has more direction in life than I did, because I remember when I was a kid, I only went to film school because I thought that's what I wanted to do, because that's all I knew at the time. And so I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll just be an editor. But that wasn't even something like I was like fully like in my mind, like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, man, I'm gonna do this. So the fact that he does that, I'm like, he has a better head on my shoulders than I did at that age.
Facts. Me too, man. I genuinely had I didn't think this was gonna be the route, like the whole music side. Like obviously I've been a DJ since like 2010, 2009.
Yeah.
I've been DJing all this time, but I never like took that step into actually making it like a career path or whatever. Like, because when I first started DJing, it wasn't really like a common thing. It was very rare that you would meet someone and they're like trying to do that shit. Like you had DJs always, but it's just like local stuff.
Yeah, just like house parties and stuff.
Yeah, so like I think it was like a very big in like the European world at least, or at least they were the ones most commonly in this industry, and they were the ones pretty much making it a thing. Since then. And now you have like Americans just doing all the dubstep, because actually UK was big with dubstep, right, back then.
Yeah, but it was like that dubstep now you hear was way different than what we hear dubstep. It was more like, it sounds like more like garage and like kind of drum and bass and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, now we have a bunch of Americans, and even Americans are making hardstyle now, which that wasn't really common out here.
Yeah,
hardstyle was like the genre that made it weird over here in the States. Like people would they would listen to EDM and automatically think it's techno or hardstyle or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just weird old music, but now it's like super normalized, or at least on the West Coast. I know in the middle of the States, it's kind of still a little weird to like your general public.
Yeah.
There's definitely though like an audience in every state. It's just very hard to find. And you're probably gonna have like one company that does the whole scene, where out here, in LA, you have like fucking 10 companies. So, but yeah, I really like how, now dubstep's common, hardstyle's common. What other genres out there? I mean, house music now,
house music, techno. Like techno. I don't know if you saw like, the tweets Sarah Landry was posting over the weekend about like how people are like kind of just bashing on her because she's like getting like all this like mainstream success, and she's she's all for it, not because of like necessarily of her, but because of what it's doing to the scene. Because yeah, there is like this sense of like underground when it comes to techno, and there's like that niche part, but it's also like, hey, you know, these are livelihoods too. Like people like, you know, it's bringing more lights, more people, more ears to come to these events, and you know, she's all supported, and I am too. Like I don't think anything ever should be some closed off or secret. I think everyone should have opportunity to listen to everything.
Yeah, I mean that it's good that shit happens, because if it weren't, I mean, we've had little phases of shit going like mainstream in the industry where it's just like, you know, it's a good thing that it's happening, because that's the reason why this career path is even possible. This is why, you know, there's money in here now. You know, I feel like before it was Afrojack, David Guetta, Calvin Harris that took that and Steve Aoki. They're the ones that made this whole the EDM scene like just jump a whole nother tier.
Yeah.
And like a career path. You know, they're the ones bringing in the thousands and millions of dollars. You know, Diplo as well, Major Lazer. Yeah. So Tiesto even. So it's, you know what I mean? It's just making it more common. Now you hear all like EDM in commercials. You hear it in movies. You hear it like on the radio now.
You hear it at games. You literally hear it everywhere. It's like just like it's
Timmy
just,
Trumpet. You'll catch Dioro.
It's just a thing now. I mean, not a thing. It's normal now. Like now, especially in stateside, like it's just part of music.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear it in like there's like mainstream like EDM music been playing the hip hop. Like there's reggaeton being incorporated. Like because you know like out here in the West Coast like. You hear a lot of like reggaeton artists, and like they're even incorporating like EDM like styles and stuff.
DJ Snake just had a release with Peso Pluma.
You're like a lot of like big hip hop artists are incorporating Jersey Club into their sound and stuff, true. And like and By the Funk, and like you know like these are genres that they're a little easier to use, but there's like you know they're gateway songs that people like, want to hear more of the mainstream stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like Rihanna when she released, when she used that By the Funk edit of her song in the Super Bowl.
Hey, man, shout out to him. I mean, that food blew up.
Hell yeah.
They were next over.
You like I said, you got Marshmello with Fuerza Regida. You got DJ Snake with Peso Pluma. I think Alesso might be doing so. I'm not sure.
Alesso, she was working with what's her face? Carol G, I think, or is that Tiesto? It's Tiesto's with Carol G. Like you know, like it's just a part of thing now. Like people want to work with like EDM artists.
Yeah. So it's really good that this is all happening, you know. And same thing with the hard techno. Like you wouldn't see all these shows out here or all this underground movement if it weren't for these people making it trending or whatever. Like and you know it does suck to see those comments under Sarah Landry or like Trim. It'll be like, oh, these are just TikTok artists.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you weren't thinking that a couple of years ago when they're doing nothing different. All they are is just people are just more more
intrigued. Yeah, more aware, more intrigued in the scene. You know,
but they haven't done nothing else. They've just been doing the same thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of I feel like people are just like really. Like they're just trying to go back in time almost where, you know, obviously there's when you think about like a rave scene back then, you would think like the whole underground aesthetic that we're doing now, which is just like all black attire, you know, kind of just like they're from the 90s almost, or like in the Matrix uniforms or whatever. Like that's kind of what people are trying to relive or recapture. And so that's why, you know, I feel like it's taking a big interest within the general audience, you know. Yeah. And then same thing with like that's another example with like people doing the whole Y2K themed parties and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. They just want to go back in time and shit. And I feel like that's just what's happening right now. Like you'll hear that super like super common like acid rave sounds and shit. Just people just want to recapture the 90s and 2000s with even with the music. But yeah, man, shout out to Sarah Landry. I mean, I'm really happy she's doing her thing and really because she sold out 2 of her shows back to back already, and within minutes. And so it's a really good thing that this is happening. And shout out her. She's really, really thriving right now. Did you see that Trim? Trim had like a breakdown at fucking EDC.
He did?
Yeah. I didn't know this happened, but apparently during his set at EDC, like the CDJs were all fucking up.
Oh, wait. I have seen that video. I did see I would say, yeah, I would be upset too, but like he was visibly just like, man, we don't even DJ much as like that. We understand like those kinds of things just happen. That, you know, like let the VJ, not the VJ, what do they call the guys that fix the audio?
I think they're just audio technicians.
Yeah, let the audio technicians figure it out. You know, just
stage managers.
Yeah, just you know, be cool because then people will see, like people can see you, bro. Like if I'm the crowd, I'd be like, Mike, what's going on with this fool?
Yeah, man. You just gotta kind of just be like scratching your head, or just kind of just I don't know. You really can't show you're visibly mad like that though, because then it just makes you look like a diva. Like I don't know what it is, but if you have if you show any type of like emotion, like people are gonna take that shit and run with it.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna troll on you or roast you or just I don't know.
I.e. him, i.e. grind.
Yeah, because people are just gonna assume you don't know how to control like the equipment. But it's just man, like people got to remember we don't all have these CDJs like in our everyday lives. We can't just fucking learn the ins and outs of the equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, although we probably should, it's just really hard to do that. And so there's always going to come problems. You can't just fucking unplug and plug in the cables from behind without the stage manager's permission. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that have to fucking manage all the gear. And if you start moving shit, and then it's just going to fuck everything up and you'll probably get in trouble either way. But for sure, I think in those situations, you just got to like turn the music off and just like if you can speak on the mic and just announce that something's going wrong with it and just let it go. Like just let the stage managers handle it. But he did explain that he was just frustrated because, you know, he had been waiting so long for this set and it's EDC, bro. Like, and just for it to pretty much get like ruined like that, you know, it does suck.
Oh, yeah.
Because EDC is like the mecca of like festivals and
yeah,
it was his first EDC too. I think.
So I'd understand. I would probably be. Actually, if I'd be straight up, I'd be scared. Like, what are we doing? Why I get the guy? And
yeah, like, man, I'll probably cry if I'm being honest. I'll probably cry. Like, damn, this shit just got ruined.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that's it. I don't know. I don't really have nothing else to say.
Nah, I mean either. I mean, I've been. I was just gonna bring up. I was watching the show last night. It was called Your Honor. I don't know if you've seen it.
What's that about?
It's on Netflix. It's that dude from Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston. And
okay.
So essentially, he's a judge, and his son accidentally killed somebody on a hit and run. Because it's all based out in New Orleans. And
it's all fictional then?
Yeah, it's all fictional, but it's super good. Like, and he tells his son, "All right, we gotta turn you in because it's the right thing to do," and he's all for it. And so they're about to, and then he realizes who he killed, and so then he realized, "Oh no, we can't turn you in. We're both fucked if they find out you actually killed this dude." But it basically is just him just getting more into a bigger ball of lies and just trying to cover up for his son.
Yeah, that's crazy because that happens in real life. Where,
it does.
Like parents try to like cover up shit for their kids because you know kids are gonna. I mean, the parents are gonna always love their kids and really like they just don't want them to be locked up forever.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously that's not okay. You know, you gotta like take the responsibility for your actions and. You know that happens a lot in real life, man. I've seen some documentaries based off stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's a very real situation where like you know a parent's trying to cover for his son, and you know like it's crazy because like he was gonna turn himself in, but like I mean I'll just tell you now the guy that he ended up killing, it was the son of one of like basically like the biggest mob bosses in New Orleans, and so when he found out, I'm like I can't turn you in. They'll kill both of us if they find this out.
Damn.
And so like it's like the mob guy trying to find out who killed his son. It's him trying to protect his son from like being found out because he is a judge, so he has some connections, but he also has to be like mad low key about it because he can't just say exactly what happened. So but like it's just more lies just keep building up, and he keeps getting more and more himself into like this fucked up situation, all the while trying to just protect his son from the mob boss.
Yeah, what streaming service?
It's on Netflix. It's called Your Honor. I highly recommend it. I was hooked on. I'm only on episode 2 halfway, and
it's only one season thing.
2 seasons.
2 seasons. Oh, I guess I don't. I was gonna say I don't know how they could stretch that out for 2 seasons. It seems like it's only like a one storyline type thing.
I seem so too. But I'm like, if there's 2 seasons, I'm like, I mean,
it probably goes heavy into like that mob shit, and then it goes towards I don't know, just connections between that, and it continues the storyline probably. But yeah, I mean that sounds intriguing. You know, I finally started giving in and just started watching like seasons of stuff or like new series because I've just ran out of movies. I just ran out of all like YouTube videos. Like I'm getting really bored of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started watching The Boys, and it's actually really good. I'm still on the 5th episode though. I haven't had a chance to continue that. I'm probably gonna just fucking watch it all at work.
I'm telling you right now though that the ending of season 1, you're just like.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna conclude this episode, right? Or did you have any?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. So again, big thank you guys to everyone that's been supporting us through all our ventures, whether it be the music, DJing. You're gonna see us at our shows. You've listened to any of our music, Maple Alley content, fucking Woof's Web. Because before we started those channels, I'm not saying this is the reason why, but maybe it plays a role. Before we started Maple Alley and Woof's Web, you know, we just gone like our shows sprinkled here and there, but now it just seems like we're getting a whole lot of opportunities. I don't know if it's because they see that we're just keeping busy and shit, but you know, obviously it's whatever we're doing is working.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and continue on working harder and just giving more of us to you. I don't know. I think that's it though. We're gonna go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.